Okay, we're recording, so thank you so much. Welcome, Sally. I'm going to throw it over to you.
Hello everyone, so I'm Sally from Fit with Sally. I think burpees suck, as you can see here on my shirt and on my cross stitch behind me. I'm a body positive fitness professional and I help women feel better about their bodies using a compassionate approach to fitness. So what we're going to do today is a nice gentle stretch and strengthen session for about 30 minutes. And there's a couple of things that I just want to run through with you quickly before we get started. Your body is different to mine and you've lived a different story to me. So it is absolutely okay if the way you move and the way you stretch looks a bit different to me. In fact, it probably should. We're all coming at today from very different backgrounds. So it's okay for you to move in a different way to me. If something doesn't feel good, stop and rest and just wait until you're ready to join us again. This is a gentle session. This is not the kind of session you need to, go hard and try your hardest to touch the toes. You're going to leave your ego at the door and we're just going to move in a way that supports us and nourishes us. I want you to finish this class feeling better than when we started. So just listen to your body, go nice and slow, and if you need to stop and rest, then please do so. Okay, let's get started. Please have water whenever you like. Just make sure that you're moving in a way that supports you and drink as often as you want. So we're going to start lying down. Just have your towel beside you. And I'll probably just keep looking up to see you guys and keep adjusting the camera if I need to. So we're going to start on a nice, gentle lower back opener. So our feet are about hip width apart, our knees are bent, palms facing up, arms resting on the mat. And then we simply flop our knees from side to side. There's probably a more technical word for flop, but I'm going to go with flop. So we're starting to lengthen our breath, just starting to slow things down, taking some nice deep breaths. And this is our first one for the class, so let's go nice and slow. Your knees don't have to touch the floor, that's not the goal. It's just to gently move them from side to side. Deep breath in and a nice long exhale. One more each way. Let's draw our knees back to the center. We're going to cross our right ankle over our left thigh. We've got two options here. Our first option is to press that right knee away. If you feel enough of a stretch there, then you stop right there. If you'd like a bit more, you can interlock your fingers behind your left thigh, pick your left foot up off the ground, and simply pull. Gently rest your head to the mat. So we've got two options here. Take a big deep breath in and a long exhale, softening through the shoulders and gently imprinting shoulder blades to the mat. Hey Leslie, glad to have you here.
Hey.
Jump on in. Taking some deep breaths. But it's okay to change options throughout the stretch if you'd like to do that. We're not statues, we can change and move anytime we like. Deep breath in and a nice long exhale.
So Sal, this is a good stretch up, I'm feeling it, the back of my crossed thigh.
Yes. Yep, that's right. So it's a really nice stretch for the bottom muscles and the hip area. Let's slowly bring that left foot to the ground. We're going to pop our arms out into a T position now, palms facing up. Take a breath in. As we exhale, we allow our knees to fall over towards the left and we're going to look to the right. deep breath in and a nice long exhale. You're going to stay right there. I'm just going to pop on up closer to the camera. I can see most of you, so I just like to give you a few pointers every now and then if I can. Yep, Tatia, I can see your hand. Good, thumbs up, that's great. Nice deep breath in and a long exhale. And really lengthen your exhale and allow your body to sink into the stretch. Maybe just 0.5 centimetre further. Let's gently bring our knees up to the middle, uncross your leg, and we'll start on the other side. So we're going to begin by crossing our left ankle over our right thigh, and our first option is to press your left hand on your left thigh and just press away, and if that feels good, then you stay right there. If you'd like a bit more, you can lift your right foot off the mat, interlock your fingers behind your right thigh, and gently pull. Slowly allow your head to come back down and rest on the mat. And this allows our neck muscles a nice bit of a rest. Let's take a breath in and a long exhale. Gently pressing shoulder blades downwards. And what this does is it encourages our back muscles to become active while we're stretching. So we're strengthening through the back and we're stretching through the lower body. So it's a really nice, efficient way to move. Deep breath in and a nice long exhale. Slow down your breath and just notice how your body's feeling right now. Are your muscles feeling quite soft? Are you feeling any tension? Do you need to adjust your position a little bit to feel a bit more comfortable? Let's float the right foot down towards the ground. We're going to pop our arms out into a T position, arms facing up. Our knees slowly tilt over to the right as we gently look to the left. Now, if that doesn't feel great for your neck, then you just stay looking upwards. So there's no better or worse, it's just different. Take a deep breath. And a nice long exhale. Softening through the shoulders. Lengthen your breath. And see if your body can sink 0.5 centimetre further into the stretch. Only if it feels good. Remember, there's no prizes for knees touching the floor or being able to touch your toes. Let's slowly bring our knees back to the middle. We're going to look up towards the roof. We're going to uncross our legs. Hug your knees in towards your chest. So popping hands to the outside of your knees. Then we're going to do some little circles. This is a nice restorative one for the lower back. So if you find that, you know, at the end of a long day, or maybe in the morning, as soon as you wake up, if your lower back's a little bit tight and just a bit unhappy, for most people, this is quite a nice way to relieve lower back tightness. Let's change direction. Deep breath in. Nice long exhale. Let's float our feet down towards the mat. We're going to grab our towels here. We're going to start to stretch the back of the legs, and this towel is a nice helper for us. I'll just adjust my camera slightly so you can see. Alrighty, so right knee is bent. Loop the towel around the middle part of your left foot. Gently extend your leg You can still keep a soft knee bend. We do not need the knee to be locked. Rest your head to the mat and imprint your shoulder blades on the mat. So our arms are extended, our leg is extended, but still a little knee bend. If it feels good for you, you're going to extend your right leg along the ground so that your right leg is laying down. However, if that's a bit too much, if that's a bit too tight, then simply bend your knee again. Take a big deep breath in, and as you exhale, see if you can straighten out that left leg a millimetre more. So we're really gently stretching the back of the left leg. Now you might feel this in your calf, you might feel it in your hamstring, you might feel it into your bottom and your lower back. Any of that's okay, provided it feels okay. Remember, if you need to stop and rest, please do so. Take a breath in, and as we exhale, gently imprinting shoulder blades downwards onto the mat. That should increase that stretch. And if at any point you feel like closing your eyes, that's okay. I might do so as well. I'll try not to go to sleep on you. We're going to open up the hips now. You're slowly going to allow your left leg to sink over to the left. Now you might need to reposition your hands on the towel here. If so, that's okay. Just going to adjust slightly so you can see. So left leg is open to the left. So we're opening up through the front of the hips. Take a deep breath in and a big long exhale. Let's stay here for a few more moments. I'm just going to sit up to see if I can see. Yeah, I can see some of you. Great. Let's draw that knee back to the center, and then we're going to cross over. So left leg crosses over the body and comes over to the right. Now if you'd like to take your left hand off the towel, that's okay, you can. And we're probably feeling this in the outside of our left leg and hip. Now this one can be a little bit twingy. So if at any point you're just thinking, I just don't like this, it doesn't feel good, then please just rest and join us on the next one. Flex your foot, so press through your heel slightly. And let's slowly come back to the middle. We're going to bend that knee to give it a bit of a break. Pop your right foot through the towel. Make sure the towel is around your midfoot. And slowly start to extend your right leg upwards. If it feels comfortable for you, extend your left leg down onto the mat, so your left leg is laying down on the mat. Take a breath in as we exhale, imprint shoulder blades on the mat. If you want a bit more intensity, start to straighten that right leg ever so slightly. And you might need to ease off your grip on the towel as you extend that right leg. Let's take some deep breaths. Lengthen your exhale. Let's start to open up the front of our hips. We're going to slowly allow the right leg to fall open towards the right side of our body. If you need to adjust your hand position on the towel, you can do so. If you want to take one hand away, that's fine. So we're quite open through the front of the hips. There's a bit of tension on the towel. Press your right heel away. And just notice how this side feels compared to the other side. It might feel a bit tighter, that's okay. It might feel a bit more flexible, that's okay too. we're not meant to be symmetrical. We're not statues. You know, our bodies change throughout our lives, and one of those changes can be a change in which side feels a bit stronger and which side feels a bit more flexible, and that's completely normal. Let's cross over. We're going to draw that leg up to the center and then slowly allow that right leg to cross over our body and sink down towards the ground over on the left side. And if you need to readjust your hand position, you can do so. Now, the goal is not to touch your foot to the floor. If that happens, that's fine. But the goal is just the crossing over of the leg. Take a deep breath and a long exhale. Gently press your right heel away. Let's slowly start to bring that leg back into the center. Just take your time. And then we can bend that right knee. Pop your towel to the side. And before we start our strength part of today, we're just going to release any tight lower back muscles. So hugging your knees towards your chest, and we're going to rock from side to side. If it feels better for you to stay still in this position, then you can do that. Let's float our feet down towards the ground. Okay, now is the time to grab your pillow or your cushion. Please have some water if you like. We're going to start to work on our lower body. We're going to target our inner thigh area, and we're going to do some core work as well. All right, wonderful. Now my pillow's not very thick, so I'm going to double it up. If you can double up your pillow, give it a go. If not, that's fine. You're going to lay down on your back, and you're going to pop the pillow in between your knees. And it's going to give us something to squeeze. So, palms facing down. Press your arms into the mat. Press your shoulder blades into the mat. That will engage and strengthen our arms. I want you to squeeze the pillow quite firmly for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the tension at your arms and at your knees. We're going to do that 4 more times. So press arms downward, press knees inward. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And again, knees inward, arms downward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. So we should be feeling a tautness and maybe a bit of a challenge at our inner thigh and at the back of our arms. Let's go again. Press arms down firmly, knees in firmly. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little rest. And for our last round, I'd like you to squeeze harder. Let's go. 5, 4, a little bit more squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Watch me for our next one. We're going to engage our glute muscles, our bottom muscles, as well as our inner thigh. So, palms facing down. We're going to lift our hips. Now you're doing 2 things here. You're squeezing your bottom and you're pressing your knees inward. And we hold for 5 seconds and then we release. So let's lift our hips. Squeeze your bottom, squeeze your knees together. Go. 5, 4, 3, keep squeezing. 2, 1, and rest. So rest on the mat for a moment, and we'll do that 4 more times. Lift your hips, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Take a deep breath. and go. Lift your hips, squeeze your bottom, squeeze your knees together. 5, 4, wonderful. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Round 4, let's go. Strong lift up, strong squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And we've got one more. If you feel like a challenge, I'll ask you to squeeze harder. Only if you feel like a challenge. Let's go. Strong lift up, strong squeeze, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Take a big breath in and a nice long exhale. And again, deep breath in and a long exhale. For our next one, we're staying with the inner thighs for one more round. So for our next one, we lift our hips and then we're going to pulse squeeze our knees. So we squeeze, 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 squeeze. So it's a pulse inwards. We're feeling our inner thighs starting to work. We're squeezing our bottom muscles. And we're drawing our belly button downwards towards our spine, and that will help switch on and strengthen the core muscles. So we're squeeze, 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 squeeze. So it's a pulse in and outward of the knees. I'm certainly starting to feel my inner thighs working quite a bit. We'll be here for about 10 more seconds. Now, if you'd like a break, please take a break. If you'd like to keep going, then you keep going. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Pop your pillows to the side. That's our inner thigh done. We're going to move into our core. So this is a static exercise, and what that means is we don't move, but we're still going to be working our deep core muscles, and those deep core muscles are responsible for supporting our lower back. So really nice ones to strengthen. You're going to lift your feet off the mat. Your shins are parallel to the roof. You're going to press your palms on your thighs. Your palms are pressing forwards while your thighs are pressing back into your palms. Draw your belly down, press your lower back towards the mat. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then rest. Head to the floor, arms and feet down. And we're going to do that 4 more times. So our palms press forward and our thighs press back into our palms. Let's lift our feet. Look between your knees. Go. 5, 4, pull belly button down. Imprint lower back to the mat and rest. Take a deep breath and a long exhale. Round 3. Feet up, palms on thighs, go. 5, 4, 3, nice job. 2, 1, and rest. And the good thing about this is you can really decide how much intensity you want to press with. So if you're ready for a challenge, you can press harder for the next round. If you're happy with the level that you're at, then you stay right there. Let's go for round 4. Feet up, hands on thighs, go. 5, 4, 3, keep going. 2, keep going. 1, and rest. And we've got one more round to go. Last round, feet up, hands on thighs, go. 5, 4, draw your belly down. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going to move over to our hands and knees now. So, nice and slowly, let's change position. We've just got a couple of minutes to go, and then I'll let you all get back to your Fridays. Okay, good. Yep, you can see me. So, onto our hands and knees. We're going to start by moving our left hand forwards and then our right hand forwards. Hands close enough together so that your thumbs can touch. Take a breath in as we exhale. Gently press your tailbone behind. Allow your bottom to sink downwards. Now you might like to rest your forehead on the mat here or on your cushion. That's okay to do so. If your knees aren't too happy here, you can pop a cushion under your knees. As you breathe in, expand through the side of your body. Take a nice lengthy exhale. Deep breath in through the side of your body and a nice lengthy exhale. Last one. Big breath in. And nice long exhale. Let's slowly shift our body weight up. Then we're going to finish off in a seated position, and you can sit however feels comfortable. If you like cross-legged, that's fine. If you want to sit like this, that's fine. Now my back's just a little bit tender, so I'm going to sit on a cushion. And let me adjust this so you can, my head doesn't get chopped off. And we're just going to finish off with some gentle neck stretches. So gently looking from left to right. And even though we are all warmed up with necks, we just want to be extra careful. So slowly looking from left to right. Bring your eyes back to the center. Let's look down and up. Lengthen through the back of your neck as we look down, and then through the front of your neck into your throat as we look up. Turn your gaze to the center, and I like to finish off with a nice one for the side of the body. You're going to pop your left hand onto the mat. Take a breath in, reach your right arm up, and exhale as we reach over. So getting a nice stretch through the top side of our body there. Now if your shoulder, your neck isn't happy here, try it like this. Bring yourself to the middle, right hand on the mat, left arm up, reach fingertips high, exhale as we slowly reaching over. And again, if neck or shoulders don't like this, quite often this is a nicer option if neck and shoulders are a bit unhappy. And let's bring it back to the middle. And we are done. Now, if we were in person, I would run around and give you all a high five, but I can't do that, so high five, Bluetooth style. Thank you so much for your time and your energy. I hope that you're feeling a little bit maybe calmer in your bodies and maybe even in your minds as well. Thanks for your energy. You've done a wonderful thing for your body and yourself today. So well done to you.
Thanks, Sally.
Thanks, Sal. That was really good. That was a really
nice. That was lovely.
You're very welcome. If you did like this style, I am running a similar class on Sunday. It's a stretch and meditate, and it's a pay what you can afford class. Tashi, if it's okay with you, I'll pop the link to that in the her platform. Yeah, okay. So you can find out a little bit more about that. It's lots of stretching, meditation, really nice way to start your day.
Yeah.
Guys, have a wonderful Friday.
Thank you.